Okay, this video is going to take you through the game day toolkit, which is section number 3 of the promotion playbook. This is the hands-on tactical skill set that's presented to help you prepare for your fire department assessment center. I'm going to open with a quote. This quote is from Zig Ziglar. And the quote is this: "Don't be a wandering generality, be a meaningful specific." This refers to strategy number 3 in the promotion playbook, which is define the prize. And the thought here is that the clarity is going to give you power for your test. So if you have not gone through section 2, which presents the 7 strategies, the 7 strategies will give you the mindset to develop this skill set. So there's 3 parts to the book. You have the story, you have the strategy, and then this is the skill set. So this is the tactical hands-on skill. For some of you might just want to skip to this part and get to it, but I encourage you to go through the book in its sequence. So the game day toolkit, the way that this breaks it down is that, again, strategy number 3, define the prize. Don't be a wandering generality. Now, what Zig Ziglar talks about is that you don't want to go into an assessment center. He's not referring specifically to assessment centers, but just life in general. Is he says a lot of people go through life chasing this broad definition of success, or this broad kind of this generalized view of what they want in life. And when it comes to an assessment center, that's not going to help you to give you the best chance of success. So wandering generality might be like, hey, because I have this many years in the job, I'm going to do well at the assessment center. Hey, I'm a good guy, people like me, so I'll do well at the assessment center. Or I'm a good firefighter, or a good engineer, a good captain, so I'll make a good chief or captain, whatever position you're going for. As opposed to being very specific on what you can measure and what you can train and specifically prepare for. What you measure, you can manage. And so you need to get very specific in what your training plan is. And then there's another strategy that talks about making your specific plan, which is right after that strategy number 4, which is create your plan. And so you want to have a specific plan that you follow that's going to prepare you for the skill sets that you need for the assessment center. And so, again, chapter 3 introduces this one target. Think of it as a target, as you want to have a target that you're constantly shooting at, and you can measure whether or not you're hitting the target with your effort. You don't want to just close your eyes and just blindly go through this process. So the one target, and then there's 4 skills, is presented earlier in the book. The one target, and so the one target will be like your success at your promotional assessment center. But the 4 skills are this. I broke down the 4 skills into 4 categories. Now, this isn't an exact science. You want to make it measurable. You want to make it specific, but you have to be a little bit, maybe think a little bit outside of the box to understand these 4 skills, because some of them you might have to be creative with how they fit. But any assessment center, whether it's a driver operator, whether it's promoting to captain or lieutenant, whether it's a chief position, or if you're just looking to start as a new firefighter, your preparation needs to encompass these 4 areas. It's a very common mistake I see that happens a lot, is people neglect to adequately prepare for all these 4 areas. And one of these areas, it takes them out. You could, for example, say that you want to, let's just use a very technical one. Say you're testing for engineer or a driver operator position, and you're the best driver and you're the best at operating the pump, and you just know how to drive the engine, and you know how to operate the pump. You're the best in the world at that, but you suck at oral boards and you suck at studying for tests. You're not going to do well in a test, and you're not going to get promoted. Every fire department has a handful of people that would do great at the position, but they don't develop these 4 skill sets, and they're not able to be successful at a test. Another area is, say that someone's promoting, they want to take the captain's test, and everybody knows that they're a good leader, that they have good rapport with the crew on scene. They're the guy that people look to. But when it comes to writing, they can't write for, their writing looks like something from a 2nd grade classroom, because there's a lot of people in the fire service that, come from a construction background, or maybe come from a more hands-on approach, and they wasn't formal writing wasn't a big part of their training. And so you need to encompass these 4 areas. Or you could take the guy that's great at writing, but they suck at the hands-on application skills. And so these are the 4 skill sets that you have to address at some level. Depending on the test that you're taking, there's going to be some variation with how these go, but make sure that you're checking out these 4 skills, which are study, speak, write, and apply. So you have your study skills, writing skills, study, speak. So your study skills will help you with the written test. Speaking skills will help you with presentations, with oral boards, with role play scenarios. Writing skills will help with writing assignments and documentation and emails and maybe some other form, maybe social media, if that's part of your test also. And then the apply is kind of the broad category, where apply could be, that's where you could add the other things that may not fit into it. So again, it's not an exact science, but you have to address these 4 areas. There is an assessment. The 4 skills assessment is part of, at the end of strategy 3, there's this 4 skills. I'm gonna actually show you that real quick, because if you haven't gone through all the strategies, this assessment is a good place to start. So this is at the end of strategy 3, which helps you to evaluate where you're at based on study, speak, write, and apply. And what I recommend doing is that each week during your preparation, you do a check-in on this and see where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. You want to build on your strengths, and you want to work on your weaknesses so that you can strengthen those also. And this kind of helps you to evaluate. Ideally, each week you're looking at where you're strong and where you're not. The 5-point system is 1 is you have no clue, and then 5 is you're excellent at this, and you have reached a level of mastery to where you can always execute perfectly. Final part is down here. So again, this is just giving an overview of what of what's in the game day toolkit. And then the following videos you'll see on this are categorized into study, speak, write, and apply. So as you go through the following videos, you'll see most of these have a breakdown of it. There's guidelines, and then there's templates or tools. For the guidelines, I'm not making videos because, well, there might be videos to follow up on it. I won't say there's not, but with the guidelines, they're not as interactive. The guideline is basically, you're going to read through this, you're kind of going to understand it. And then the templates, with each of the templates is a writing assignment and a practical template you can practice with. And then, of course, you can add whatever else you want to as part of your preparation. But making these 4 categories is really helpful, and constantly evaluating these 4 categories will really help with your assessment center, which is something that the promotion playbook takes a unique approach that is different from a lot of the other books that you'll see out there in preparing for an assessment center, because it seeks to address the mindset. It seeks to help you tell the best stories, which will help to guide your focus and the way that you see the test and your beliefs around the test. And then these 4 different areas will help you to get a comprehensive plan to ensure that you're successful. You could be the best at sizing up a structure and running incident command, but if you don't study for the written test, that could take you out of the process completely. So that's it for this video. The following videos will give you updates on the skills that go with this. So thank you for watching. If you have the opportunity to comment on this video, or click to subscribe, or you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm happy to help, and I look forward to your success. There is other programs that we will be following up with to help you be successful. Thank you.